After the Battle of the Kalka River, the Tatars retreated to Asia, and people gradually began to forget about them. When Genghis Khan died, his sons divided the kingdom among themselves. The eldest son, Ogedei, became the Great Khan, while Genghis Khan's grandson, Batu, received the Kipchak horde, which occupied the lands along the Ural River. As early as 1229, the Tatars drove the Saxon tribes, relatives of the Pelopians, from the banks of the Yaik River. In the cold winter of the year 1237, Batu and his horde moved steadily northward. First, he conquered the Kama Bulgars, reducing their capital city to ashes, and then began to destroy the Rus principalities, one after another. His horde advanced like a terrifying storm cloud. In front, mounted bands burned and looted everything in their path. People were slaughtered or taken into captivity. Livestock and horses were seized. Behind those raiding parties came the main horde, with wagons, herds of cattle, and camels. Droves of horses, flocks of sheep, women and children followed. Wherever they passed, the land turned black, as if ravaged by locusts. The Rus defended themselves like knights. But the princes fought off the Tatars separately, and the horde defeated them one by one. The first to be devastated was the land of Ryazan. The towns of Pronsk, Belgorod, and Turpens were burned, as was the Slavovets. On the sixth day of the siege, Ryazan itself surrendered. Meanwhile, the Suzdal-Rostov land was in no hurry to rescue its neighbors, so it met the same fate. After destroying Moscow, Vladimir, and Suzdal, Batu reached Novgorod. But there, he was stopped by dense forests and swamps. Then, to the joy of the people in Novgorod, the Khan turned south. And everywhere, Batu encountered fierce resistance. The small, quiet town of Kozels bravely held out for a total of 7 long weeks. And when the invading Tatars finally managed to take it, so much blood was tragically shed that the young local prince, Vasily, was completely drenched in it. Then Batu led his army against the Cumans. The father-in-law of Danilo of Halych, the Cuman Khan Kotian, bravely resisted the Mongol horde. But he was defeated in the Astrakhan steppe and had to flee. The Hungarian king gave refuge to Kotian and his 40,000 people. Batu, however, sought new lands and, after subjugating the outskirts of the Don and Volga, turned his army southward. At first, the Tatars captured and completely plundered Pereyaslav. They destroyed the Church of St. Michael, which was lavishly and richly adorned with gold and silver, and leveled it to the ground. Other hordes of Batu laid siege to Chernihiv. The townspeople, led by Prince Vyacheslav Leibovich, defended themselves desperately, fighting both in the field and on the walls. From the high ramparts, the residents hurled stones at the enemy, but the Tatars overcame them as well. Chernihiv was burned down. However, the army grew weary, and after retreating to the Don River, the horde stopped to rest. Next on the path of the fierce and relentless conquerors was the historic city of Kyiv.